What's up, everybody? Ben Renzi here for Odd Shopper, and we're back. Week 5, college football picks, predictions, parlay. We're going to take 3 games. We're going to put them together. We're going to try to cash that plus money ticket. Usually comes out to 6-1, and that's what we're about on this video. So I'm not going to waste any more time. We're diving into the board immediately. Want to welcome you to Odd Shopper, though, all things betting, picks, tools, process. If you like what you see, you've been along for the ride, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Options. Now, before we click the first one, last week, my best week of college football overall. But for this video, 2-1, and the one we lost was a heartbreaker. You're going to hear about the team in just a little bit. Hint, hint. So we're going right back to them. But 2-1 on a parlay doesn't get it done, and that's what we need to clean up here. Let's get to it. First team up. Michigan, -10. Now, you want to shop this if you're going to take your parlay elsewhere. I already dropped this in our Discord at 9.5. I want to be clear about that. I do think it's playable at 10, though. It is an important half point because this totals 35.5 points on the game. So let's talk about these teams. We've got Minnesota and Michigan. If you want me to save time, the easiest thing I can say about this game, these two teams are kind of carbon copies of each other. Michigan's just the better version of it. Minnesota isn't prolific. They want to run the ball and try to play good defense. They tried that against Iowa. They gave up 31 points, lost 31-14. They shut out Rhode Island and Nevada, and they lost to North Carolina. I don't believe in this Minnesota team. They don't have a lot of options when they fall behind. Michigan, I don't think is a great team this year. They made the change. They went to Orji at quarterback. He can run, so it actually just adds to a dynamic rushing attack that they already have. Mullins, Edwards, these are big-time players, and I just think at home, first of all, Michigan only plays home games, it seems. They're going to be tough to stop. I kind of feel like they ultimately just wear Minnesota down slowly and methodically. I wouldn't be stunned to see Minnesota have under 10 points in this game. You're asking me, can Michigan get to 24, 28? That could be enough. I'm going to say yes. I think there will be ways to exploit it. I kind of see this being a clone of the Iowa game that we just saw with Minnesota. So Michigan's coming off an impressive, hard-fought win against USC. Obviously, Texas straight outclassed them. That's going to happen. I think Texas is really good this year. So to get the parlay started, we're keeping it simple. Michigan, -10, -112, right there. So 1 on the board. I mentioned already what we got going on. I love to share it because honestly, it's just really fun, if nothing else. And what I'm talking about is our Tails community. If you don't know what that is, it's very simple. Created a Discord for people that want more access. They want more picks. They have questions. They watch YouTube videos. Maybe they're getting started betting. They'd say, I'd love to just be involved and be able to ask some things. You come on in here. You click. You're going to get access to not only me, but the whole community of people that have signed up for my Discord. A lot of smart people in there, friendly, willing to help. We're dropping picks. We're making plays. It's fun. 50% off. That's what I wanted. It's always what I envisioned, is a really affordable place where we can all gather and try to beat the books together. So if you're saying you haven't done something like this before, for the weekend, for the next week, $4.99. If you think it makes a slight difference in your ROI, absolutely worth the price of admission. So link is below. Again, take 2 seconds and explore that. Let's get back to the picks, though. We only have 1 on the board. Let's go. We got to pick it up here. All right. Deep breaths, friends. Texas A&M. This is the spot. -5.5, -112. I'll give a little more away because I love my audience on this video. I think this might be my favorite play of the whole week. I like Texas A&M quite a bit. I bet them straight already. I might use them in moneyline parlays. Just a really good spot, in my opinion. Now, the game's in Arlington, not in College Station, but that doesn't matter. Arkansas. I've been looking to short this team. They crushed Arkansas Pine Bluff. That doesn't mean anything. They, last week, were the team that ended our parlay. They killed us. They beat Auburn on the road. In addition to that, they beat UAB by 10. That doesn't look good. They lost to Oklahoma State in a weird, wild game in Stillwater. But the game last week, they won 24-14. You're going to hear this analysis twice because I'm already spoiling the video. I'm going to talk about Auburn in a second. Arkansas did not deserve to win that game. Now, that happens all the time. That happens. But Arkansas, they forced 5 turnovers. Credit to them for doing that, but that's outrageous. They were outgained by 100 yards. I didn't think Taylor Green was that impressive whatsoever. Auburn's defense actually stifled them. I don't like this Arkansas team at all, and now they have to hit the road. Even though it's not a true road game, it's not ideal because Texas A&M's got something going on. Texas A&M is 3-1, lost to Notre Dame to start the season. But what's the big difference? Pretty simple. They've got a new quarterback. Marcel Reed, the freshman, he's been absolutely fantastic in the 3 games that we've seen him. Now, some of the level of competition has been weak. Bowling Green and an FCS school. He went into Gainesville and played well. The guy's got 4 touchdowns and no picks. He's got a 100-yard rushing upside. He knows what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. I trust him immensely, and it seems like he's unlocked this A&M offense. So I look at this game. I think Texas A&M maybe is being a little undervalued because they kind of had a sluggish performance against Bowling Green. They won the game, but it was not impressive. I don't worry about that at all. They're going to be ready to play. They've got the offensive advantage. I think defensively, they could cause a lot of problems for Arkansas, just like Auburn did. If you don't lose the turnover battle by 3 or 4, like we've seen, Texas A&M is going to be just fine in this spot. I trust Reed a lot. I'm riding with them. I'm riding with the Aggies here. I am shorting Arkansas in back-to-back weeks, sticking with it. 5.5 is a good number as well. Really like that. Minus 205 is a good money line parlay piece. All Aggies for me this week. So we've got Michigan. We've got Texas A&M. Got one more for you, but I always like to mention, and it's true, bonus bets can go a long way when you're betting parlays. You've seen on this video how close you can be without cashing tickets. It's hard to hit 3-leg parlays. Never mind if you're someone, and I've been known to do this as well. Say you take a 5-leg or a 6-leg, a lotto ticket. It's very difficult, but getting 5, betting 5, and turning it into 200 win or lose is that simple at Bet365. The link is below. Bet $5 on a game. Win or lose, get 200 in bonus bets. The link is below. You have to be 21 plus, 18 in Kentucky. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Always good to take advantage of the boost, the promos, and certainly the bonus bets. All right, let's get to the last game. Well, you know where it's going. Right there. It's already on the screen. Auburn, -1. -105. You can obviously just go money line too. It's very close. Either of those works. What can I say? I already talked about this. Auburn killed me last week. If they would have won, I would have had, what a week it would have been. Still very successful, but man, that was the missing piece. And I watched the game from start to finish. You commit 5 turnovers. 5. You deserve to lose. Their defense played outstanding. They are a good unit. They are top 25 in all sorts of defensive metrics. They got to figure out the quarterback situation. So they benched Peyton Thorne. They went to the backup. He threw a boatload of interceptions. They brought Thorne back in the middle of the game, and he was way more effective. I assume strongly that it's his job once again here. You've got to lean on Hunter. You've got to lean on this rushing attack. You've got to get it done at home, and I believe that they will, because not only do I trust them and think if they clean up the turnovers, they had 5 against Cal as well, which is bananas. They've got the advantages because Oklahoma, I am sorry to say, times are tough. I really liked Tennessee last week. We were proven right there. They went into Norman and handled Oklahoma. There was no time for the quarterback to throw. They actually made a change now at quarterback. Jackson Arnold hits the bench. But man, is it a bad situation, and it's not their fault. Injuries. The top 5 wide receivers look like they're not going to play for Oklahoma. I don't know who. I might as well be out there catching the ball. And if you see what's going on here, you would know that's a very bad situation. Oklahoma is ravaged at certain positions. The offensive line is a mess. The wide receivers are a real mess. I don't trust this offense whatsoever. They're going to have no success against Auburn's defense. That sets the stage for Auburn's offense against Oklahoma's defense. Don't think it's a runaway, but they can do enough here. At home again, Auburn's got to get these games over the line, clean up the turnovers, and we're going to be just fine. Very simple for me. Short of Oklahoma, sticking with Auburn despite the pain of last week. Auburn Tigers at home, get the job done. Let's recap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Michigan, A&M, and Auburn. You put them together. There it is, basically 6-1, right on the number. Let's see if we can do it. You can't hit a parlay unless you hit the first. So we got to hit that first game in Michigan and set the tone for the 3:30 window. These games are all early, obviously. I mean, I have a ton more bets. And again, it's just another reminder. If you are interested, if you like what I'm doing, I would love to have you as part of the crew in Discord, on the app, getting plays. You can turn on notifications. So if you're out and you just say, hey, I don't want to be paying attention, you get a text right to your phone. Hey, I just dropped a bet. That simple, that easy, that customizable. It's all there for you. Again, the link is below, and make sure you use the code. Save yourself some money. No reason not to. On that note, friends, appreciate you tuning in. Let's make it happen. Michigan, A&M, and Auburn. Good luck. Enjoy Saturday. Talk to you soon.